Greetings, Leo, and welcome to Ingrid's Insights. I hope you're all well, and let's dive right in for the reading for September 9th through the 15th. And let's see what it is that your ancestors, the sacred ones, want you to know. And this is the theme of your week. And Air guardian. Well, there could be something in this week that is going to be communicated with your voice, something about working with your breath. But look at this beautiful energy, and it's about shifting your perception. There could be something you're needing to shift your perception around. Something that is exotic or different, to a new perspective that is more of the air, free. So you're shifting your perspective this week. And that is what maybe there is something coming up this week for you, Leo, where you will have to be called on to call on your higher mind to shift your perception. And let's dive right in and see, well, you're going to go toward that with this Leo energy of the confidence of the Knight of Wands, momentum, a fiery energy to change your perspective quickly. And it's coming in at this time. And let's see what it is, Leo, you need to know today. And you begin the reading with thinking about how resilient you've had to be. Maybe since we've come into September, this month has started off where you felt like you just had to be defensive about some situation that now you're changing your perception on, your perspective, but it's basically you're going to change your perception, how you see what you've been fighting for, what you've been battling for at this time. And you're coming into that. So there's a lot of fire, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of use of your intuition about what you've been resilient about for maybe 9 months. But you've been doing it, you've been battling, you've been wounded. Maybe this has made you sick and you've had to keep on being resilient. But what is coming to help or to even make it more challenging is strength. But you got this as Leo. So you got yourself coming, and your strength, you have infinite power to keep on going. There's one last wand you see you're holding. With all cost, you can go forward. Keep on going. Maybe it's important as you shift your perception of the situation that you use a lot of strength and understanding and self-knowledge. But self-knowledge of how you have used your energy and now how to tame that and to alchemize it in the sense of modulating when to go out, when to come in, when to put the gas pedal on and when to put the brake, when to inhale and when to exhale, because we see this air guardian. And at the foundation, you have the Queen of Wands. Well, a lot of air and fire is coming. You're using your intuition at this time, Leo, in a very profound, fiery way with the sunflower. That's the sun. And strength, that's the Leo. It's ruled by Leo. And you have infinite power to keep going, to change your perception, to be aware in a new way of something you might have been defensive about, but needed to, with courage and strength, keep on going. And in the recent past, there was another queen. So these could involve two mature women or older women, or it could be just a feminine energy that is mature and has been through many things in life, both in terms of confidence, intuition, psychic abilities, or at the foundation with this black cat. So something this week you're going to have to stand your ground on, maybe even be seemingly defensive, but stand up for this one last ditch, one last effort, because you got the strength to do it. You understand what it takes. And at the foundation, you're confident. You've nurtured this energy. you could be feeling very passionate about this. And in the recent past, there was a lot of emotion and feelings, something you valued very much and honored almost like a trophy. Your emotions in the past were very important to you, Leo. And now at the crown, you're saying, well, it's time. Your higher powers want you to know that you're taking your inner child and moving from these troubled waters where you might have had to be very defensive about the situation, that you both had passion for, strength and courage about, but also deep feelings. But you're being advised from your higher powers, Leo, it's time to go. There is this guide, somebody who's just taking you toward a calmer waters, toward a different shore. You could be traveling across waters at this time. And that could be both metaphorically or spiritually, that there is movement of emotion because you're having to see something in a new perspective about a wounded child, something from your past, some way of feeling that you're coming back into safety mentally so you can rest, retreat, renew. You could be traveling to heal. But it's coming because right now is judgment. Well, there is a wake-up call. You see all of these figures on the water, and they're coming up out of the tomb, waking up because they're hearing something. It's an announcement. It could be like part of that, a change of perception. You're seeing, you're perceiving through your eyes, through your ears, through the way things are tasting and smelling, and just your sensate energy and intuition. You're waking up to something about the past. You're reviewing. Maybe as you go away to heal, you're coming to a wake-up call about your life in general, about both the past and this present moment. You're shifting your perspective and then moving into the future with a different life because you're waking up from the dead. And at the foundation, you're thinking about this resiliency with the energy of death. Well, you've been very resilient. And now death is saying something is coming to an end about this defensiveness, keeping on going, holding your ground, standing your ground, being determined to get through this, to win it out, to keep having that energy and that drive to keep on going. But something's coming to an end about that, how you feel about that, because the Queen of Cups is in the recent past. And you're moving away. The Six of Swords could be mentally. You're moving away from any kind of restriction because you know this has to end. The Death card is not a physical death. It's the end of an old situation to lead to this rebirth. So after this judgment call, there is a waking up from the dead. There is something coming to completion about whatever you've had so much courage and strength and self-control and inner confidence, inner faith to keep going. And your environment is involved in this situation or influencing you with rest too. So there are two cards of moving toward rest, renewal, healing, connecting to our ancestors, and shifting your perspective about what you're waking up to and what you've been so defensive about and had so much strength and fire toward, because your hope and fear is the Knight of Swords, that you will come into this quickly with mental clarity. You've seen the truth. You're almost like a zealot. It's so much momentum here. This is a very fast energy and mental energy of the air signs. And you've got the air guardian here. And so there is a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, a lot of going inward and looking at the facts. And that's going to help you change your perception. And the advice is the Seven of Swords. Well, to see that there is some trickery coming around right now, as something that maybe you are going to have to be very diplomatic and have a plan, execute moves with strategic action. because you don't want to show maybe where you're going, because maybe you don't feel safe and you have to keep under wraps, like, and just have somebody magically transport you away from this kind of defensiveness that is ending. Leo, it's coming to an end. So a rebirth can happen with this wake-up call. And that's coming right now. And the environment, the influence around you is that people are resting, praying, tapping into their higher minds, getting encouragement and a blessing from their ancestors or someone who has passed on that they're tapping into. And this is all coming with the hope and fear that it'll come quickly, with a lot of quick communication, like a zealot, with the truth. That's what you're wanting, Leo, the truth. And what you're getting, though, as the advice is that you might have to be diplomatic. The truth might not be available yet. And you need to maybe, this is like stealing the swords from an enemy camp to get away with something. But you're leaving two behind, so it's like, it's not really, it might be clever, but it's not good planning. And maybe the Knight of Swords is your hope and fear is coming to tell you something about that strategy. It's just a card of strategy. It's not negative or positive. It's whatever this is coming up in your experience, your timeline, Leo. But there is saying that there could be lying, stealing, and cheating, or people not giving the whole message out. And that's going to come in quickly. That's what you want. Because the people around you are quiet, or in a retreat, or taking a rest, or praying, or in a meditation around this ending, around something that you're seeing is coming to an end, about you're waking up to. And you're waking up to this because you know you need to move on. And you've got the ferryman and your inner child, and you move toward these calmer waters. You've been in this turbulent water. And you've had the queen, this watery, it could be a Scorpio, Pisces, a Cancer energy, and has been containing these feelings. And then you've also at the root had some passionate, feminine, receptive energy about confidence, fire. And you are now seeing that all the strength, and you've been resilient about this energy. But what is coming is one last card to see why the 7. Oh, and it's coming in fast again, so you have the Knight, some momentum. And it's coming because what is it that, Leo, you are this, is this lying, stealing, and cheating toward you, or something that you have been doing to get the upper hand, to, not have to bear the consequences of a situation? But it's coming. And this is what the cards want you to know as a final message for Leo. Well, the Empress, well, out of this, whatever this energy is around you, you're going to be abundant, beautiful, that feeling of love, of giving and receiving love. This could be a Taurus energy, because you got Leo here in Taurus, and the judgment and death as Scorpio energy around you. But there is this hope of beauty of the earth, of Mother Earth. This could be connecting to something about the mothering energy. And that's something you're maybe keeping secrets, or keeping things away, or holding your cards to your chest. So because of the Empress, because of some mother figure, somebody who's very nurturing. And that is what I have for you, Leo, a wonderful reading. And tap in this week to the air, a guardian, because that is going to bring you what it is you want. You need to ask for that, and ask for that by changing your perception about the situation that is coming to an end. And that's what I have, and sending you love to Leo. And thank you so much for subscribing, and please leave comments, even if it's just one word about this amazing change that's going to bring you into this ability to give and receive love in an amazing way. And so it is. See you next time. Bye-bye.